Yo, what's good, Violators? Your boy Super Saiyan. Yo, we got a dope special episode up. We got the Bluud brothers tonight. Let's get it. I'm telling you, it's a lot of content you're going to want to hear from these boys. We on it. Violators. What's up, everybody? It's your boy Jay, Super Saiyan Jaffe.
Cool guy JD on the IG.
It's Cody, Bluud Brothers.
And I'm Joe from Bluud Brothers.
Yo, first off, I'm going to say Bluud Brothers, Violators. These dudes is nasty as hell. Bluud, don't get that mistaken. It's Bluud, Brothers.
It's not Bluud.
Right.
No.
That a lot.
I mean, we could honestly say we literally go back like 15 years now.
Yeah, we were talking about that. I don't know how long it's been exactly, but it's about 15 years.
About 15 years.
This all Cheektowaga Central alum right here.
Yeah.
Yeah, we grew up with these boys, man. Like, same class, man. Class of 2010, man.
We played football together.
Played football, man.
Best days of my life.
Bruh.
I'm with you.
I mean,
That's a fact.
Taking it back, man. Hell yeah. Hell yeah.
Now I just feel old.
I mean,
It's like
it
it's
is
been
what
like
it is.
10 years since high school.
It's been, bro, it's 10 years. This is our 10th.
Oh, is it?
Like,
Yeah.
Bro, it's crazy.
Oh yeah, it's 2010. Yeah, that's right.
I got a 2-year-old. It's wild.
Yeah, dude,
That's
it's
what it is, man.
got
Life.
A 10-year-old, man.
yeah.
Man.
10-year-old and a 15-year-old stepson.
Wow, damn.
Yo, all you say, man, we old as hell.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know.
But we young old, so it's cool. It's all right. Yo, but man, I've been wanting to get y'all boys on since last year. Like we've
That's a
been
fact.
talking about this,
Yeah.
like amongst ourselves. I know we've reached out to you, we've talked, and bro, first off, I want to say thanks for coming through.
Yeah, thank you for having us.
Man, hell
Appreciate it.
Hell yeah.
We've been watching your guys' stuff. You know what I mean? Ever since you sent me that first clip,
Yeah,
I've
the
been
first,
watching it.
like, you saw from the very beginning.
Yeah, dude.
The very
Man.
beginning. One of the first people to share it.
Yeah, I liked it a lot.
That's
I like what
love.
you guys are doing.
In my apartment, man. Taking it back.
That's love.
That's a fact.
I mean, like I was saying earlier, man, like I remember just getting tapes from, back in high school.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Just all the,
Yeah, when we started.
yeah.
Yeah.
And you used to get your stuff done at Outer Limit. My brother used to go there, so.
Yeah, no, it's crazy. It's a good spot. Yeah. It's crazy.
Yo, and that's the thing. Like, okay, so first off, how long y'all been rapping?
Let's say officially since we were 15, I'd say.
Yeah, no.
It's around that time.
Definitely.
Like, we started rapping as in, like, we'd pull up, like, beats and rap over them.
Right.
At,
Like
like,
all of
15.
us.
Yeah, everybody did that. you smoke and you freestyle, you know what I
Really
mean?
Try and like make a song. You know what I'm saying? Like the very first like repetitive song, not just having fun.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's a
When you're
fact.
like, you want to construct a song. Yeah, it was around that time.
Them 16.
Yeah.
Them 16s.
Bro, we was on that. You remember
Yeah.
that back?
You know what's crazy is like one of my first, what really got me into wanting to make actual songs was, do you remember Josh Moffitt from our school?
Yeah.
I do remember
So-
Josh.
I remember seeing you and him and someone else performing at school, at the high school.
Yeah.
And that's what made me I was like, dude, I want to do that. That
Yo,
looks
I
legit.
remember going
I-
to Josh Moffitt's house and we would literally sit
Shout out
for
Josh.
hours and just go through different instrumentals. I put him on to different artists. He put me on to Jay Dilla.
Oh, dude, me
You know
too.
what I
He put me
mean?
on Jay Dilla and Pharoah Monch and like all that, because he's a real hip hop head.
Oh,
so
yeah.
I actually learned a lot from him.
Oh, Josh is my man.
Yeah, he's a good
real cool dude. I ain't seen him in a minute.
Yeah, it's
Because
been
he's
a while.
down south.
Oh,
Yeah,
he
he moved.
relocated.
Yeah.
So, okay,
That's
so
dope. I didn't know that.
Yeah.
yeah, so how did you two connect? Like did y'all like how y'all come up together?
Well, it started. We met when we were like 8 years old, I think. He lived down the street from me, so we naturally were just friends, and we were coming up, and then I think around high school time, like I said, I was starting to make tapes or starting to make songs. I gave you stuff, and then he came to me one day when we were like around 15, 16, and he was like, because he was with his girlfriend at the time, he was like, dude, he's like, I heard your tape, I loved it, I heard a couple tracks, and I was like, you want to do it with me? Like, let's just make a couple tracks, see how it goes, and the very first show I did was our first show.
Okay.
I never played a show without him
Yeah, I hate to
because
see. I mean, it is what it is. I started out as a hype man. You know what I'm saying?
essentially, yeah.
He's like, you want to start? You want to come to the show? And he's like, just kind of back up my vocals. Every other bar I do, just back me up, give it a punch. You know what I'm saying?
I've seen some. I've seen some of your
You know what I'm
past
saying?
performances where it was like that.
You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
yeah.
Rap, I'm not really rapping very much. I'm just like, hey man, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Just
Yeah.
doing a thing, and that's how it started. You know?
Yeah.
That's how I started actually doing.
Now we got our own. We've carved into our own niche over time. Now it's something.
And I'm happy you say that. Like, for your style of rap, like, it's like y'all take rap and rock and just mix it together. Like, is that like a style, or did y'all just like create your own thing?
Like that
Oh, no,
insane
yeah,
clown posse.
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
vibe.
We definitely didn't create it. You know, it's like we have our influences. We liked Insane Clown Posse, and we like Tech Nine, and like, you know, like bands that did rap in their music. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? But like, this dude's got a great rock voice. Like,
Yo,
you'll
that
hear it.
is-
In,
I've
You
heard
got
some,
the
I've heard some of your
deepest-
hooks with
Yeah,
that
You
shit.
have the deepest rap like, you think Dr. Dre got a deep rap.
Man, but the dope part about it, when I was watching one of your performances, I'm like, yo, his voice is not cracking. It's staying,
I know, he's going
it's
in.
staying mellow as fuck. Like, you keep that shit, you don't lose your voice. I'm like, that shit fire.
Dude, and after shows, he's still talking normal and stuff. And
That's what I'm
you
saying.
got a talent with that, you know. So
That's a fact.
we were like, all right, let's, you know, cool. Because then I was like, I don't want to just do what everybody else is doing. Obviously, you want to be your own thing. So, like, lyrics aside, you know, the lyrics and stuff are all horror and stuff like that. But the actual performance, you know, we're trying to do something that's not the same as everyone else. And there's not a lot of rappers that have a metal sort of screamer
Yeah.
with them,
Right.
you know.
Say, I mean, half it's theatrical. Half it's like theatrical.
Theatrical,
you know what
yeah,
I'm saying? Like that's where the horrorcore comes down, and then you have the real half of it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
The other half.
When you spitting, like
Yeah,
your
yeah,
bars.
yeah.
Like it's a message in your words. Like I said, not to be specky, y'all boys can rap, both of y'all.
Thank
Y'all
you.
both can spit, and y'all make good music. Like I was listening to and it made me really connect to you because I'm like, damn, a lot. One thing people don't know about me is my favorite genre is horror.
Nice.
Like
Same.
I got a horror collection. Like
It also
Yeah.
comes from that. Yeah.
yo, like I would say in a given day, I probably watch 2 horror movies every single day. Like just chilling, you know.
Right.
Yeah, that's what we grew up on, you know.
Yeah.
For us too, man.
Yeah.
See, me, it's a little different because it's like, I don't know, man. It's like that genre is so watered down.
Yeah.
Nah, but you know the classics though. You know
The
what's you know the
classics.
'90s, the
The
'80s, the
class- I mean,
2000s. You
yeah.
know what's up.
Yeah, yeah.
But you know how hard it is to find you find a bad horror movie way before you find a good one nowadays.
That's very true.
And
Yeah,
I'm talking like
especially now.
nowadays.
But no, see, but that's the point. That's why we have the content we have. You watch that shit back. You watch Friday the 13th, Jason Lives. You can watch that back. You own the DVD. Like you
That's
don't
a
have to watch the new stuff.
That's a fact, but still, like, it's just crazy. I mean, because everybody, you know I'm a movie head. You know, we both is.
Oh, yeah.
But it's like the early, like, 80s, you know, those 80s slasher films and, you know, the 70s, like, how, like, we got all this technology, but it's like it don't transfer over.
Oh no.
You know
Not
what
a
I
lot
mean?
of it keeps up. Yeah.
They're not putting their time into it nowadays.
Yeah.
That's what it is.
A lot and a lot of those campy movies. That's all people remember is how they were super campy. Friday the 13th was so cheesy. You know what I mean?
Sleepaway Camp, like
Sleepaway, yeah,
where is it?
oh yeah.
I mean,
And
that's
Saw
because
and
that's
stuff.
that Reaganomics shit where
Yeah.
they tried to be in, hey, if you have sex when you're a teenager, you'll
You're
die.
gonna die. Yeah. Well, so like that's what's tough too is that we like, 'cause, like I'm a huge horror head, and so I want to incorporate that into my music because that's what I love, you know. So,
Yeah.
but the hard part is how do you incorporate something so cheesy and campy like that? You know what I mean? That's why we try to run with like a style where it's like we're rapping kind of about horror, but we're mainly trying to showcase to you guys like this is how we can rap. We can do it. You know, we're not.
It's real grimy sounding.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we're
That's not easy.
Yeah, there's a lot of cats. Like we know a lot of cats, especially in Buffalo, that they hear their favorite rapper, they go to their mom's basement, and they want to rap, but they sound so, you know, slowly on barely any tempo beat, and they're rapping like they're still in the '90s, and they're just like not doing it. And it's like if you want
Facts.
to really do it, and you're getting out there, like learn to rap. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like learn to pick it up and get with it. Really, you know, it's
That's a fact.
And
You
that's
gotta- you
the
gotta
thing.
get with it.
When just diving in, me listening to your stuff, like I'm huge on delivery.
yeah.
You know what I mean? Your delivery was there, wordplay. You know what I mean? Like that. It's not easy.
No, it's
That's not easy.
It's not easy. It's not easy right now.
I'll tell you this dude though. I mean, yeah, it's delivery, man, right on point.
But it took us so many years to get there too. You know,
Right.
like we started out when I know when I started out, I can't even listen to my old music because I go back and listen to it. I'm like, man,
And I love
I
listening to
sucked.
it. I go back to it and I'm like, this is how it began. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like,
I call that the Johnny Depp effect. You know what I mean? You know, Johnny Depp, he don't watch none of his movies.
yeah, exactly.
That's a fact.
That's true.
But see, one thing I like, song My Dark Web.
Yeah.
That's, I would say, out of all the music I listen to, that's my favorite.
You like
I
that?
loved it. I watched the video too. Like the imagery you had in it. Like I saw you edited it,
Yep.
dude. Like you put some shit out your hat. Like you put
Yeah.
shit out only like OG horror fans would know about.
Yeah.
Like-
because that's what I like. You know, that's the thing is I'm not trying to do what other people like. I'm gonna do what I like. So
Mhm.
if no one, it's not gonna get hundreds and thousands of shares by people because not a lot of people are gonna see it and go. You know, they're gonna be like, "What the hell is this?" So the people who do like it, they're gonna be like, "You know, this is awesome."
Hell
But
yeah.
the people see it. Because if you go on that Facebook page, thousands of people seen your videos.
Yeah. There is a couple thousand like looks and
Yeah,
shares.
you gotta
and-
follow. We see you gotta follow like people that fuck with your style of rap, your style of music, what you put
Yeah.
out, your content.
Yeah, we've got there's more than a couple people that have come to our first show and they still come to our shows today. You know, they're just
we got some diehard fans.
and they're really good people too. You
What's
know?
some places y'all performed at around the town?
We used to play Club Diablo all the time back in the day.
Well, Club Diablo used to be home.
Did
That
you ever
used
go
Yeah.
there? Yeah.
I've been there once.
Yeah.
You sent me so many invites to the Club Diablo.
Yeah, back in the day. Yeah, that was our spot for a while, and then they closed it down. And
I remember that.
yeah, so nowadays, like we played the Ballroom a lot. That's a really good place. Club W. Nowadays we play Stamps in Tonawanda.
Yeah, I saw that. That's what your next show is.
Yeah.
When is that?
March 28th.
Okay, how much
It's-
is tickets?
$8, I think it is. Yeah, it's our homies all around. That's their CD release show. So you know they asked us to be a part of it, and they're good friends of ours. So we were like, yeah, we'll jump on. You know.
Shout
Oh,
out
y'all
to-
gonna have. So y'all gonna have a set.
Yeah.
Nice,
Oh yeah,
nice.
yeah.
Shout out to Stamps. You know,
Yeah.
Hell yeah,
Stamps,
yeah.
They
They're a
support
legit
the
place.
Brick Boys too, heavy.
Yeah.
Shout out Brick Boys. That's a fact. Oh man, we need to go to it, bro.
Oh,
I
yeah.
said, yeah. Well, you said March
28th.
28th.
Yeah.
All right, we're gonna get tickets. We gonna the Violators will be there. We
Nice.
gonna support our boys.
Dude, we go all out every show. Like I'm sure everybody who comes in here talks to you guys is like, oh, we go all out. You know what I mean? Like we definitely go all out. You know, we're not.
Nah, y'all get crowd participation, like reaction. Like I said, you spitting like y'all nice. Like y'all have a stage presence.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
That's a huge factor. Like from the very beginning, I told them I was like, we got to do something.
That
We
keep
can't.
people engaged.
Yeah.
And that was cool about Diablo too. I used to mosh with people back in the day.
Oh yeah.
You too big to be moshing.
So that was the thing, right? So as I'm rapping or just doing my thing, I'm just getting pushed around. You know what I'm saying? I'm not really like, I was getting pushed around by everybody in the mosh pit.
No,
And
legit.
People used to love that shit.
Legit, at one point we had to tell him like, dude, you can't mosh with people. You're gonna get us a lawsuit, dude. We had to tell him like, you have to
Get
stop.
mob out.
Yeah, dude, you're gonna get us in trouble.
You hit somebody, it's over.
Yeah, I know.
They waking up tomorrow.
Oh, it's quiet. Oh, it's quiet.
Yeah.
Yo, who's some of the artists that that your influences, guys you've looked at, that you've played with, or you done shows with, open for? Anybody?
Well, do you want to say a few? There's been a lot. Okay. Bone Thugs and Harmony is one that we.
And that's
Legends.
my favorite. You know?
Yeah.
And that's
Legendary.
just because,
Yeah.
So tell them how it was. I mean, okay, I'll tell you how it was. So we're talking about Bone Thugs and Harmony. Okay, we opened for them twice in 2 days in a row. Okay, once in Toledo, Ohio, which is a sold-out show, packed little club. It was almost like our Club Diablo, small little place, nice little place. And then we opened for them on the first of the month in their hometown.
At the Agora.
Cleveland.
At the Agora
Yes.
Ballroom, okay.
Hold on, did they play first of the month?
They
played
did. Oh,
first.
absolutely.
So just how they all lined up for us, you know what I'm saying? Just the fact that we
water
played
wet?
the first of the month, you know what I'm saying? That was just
Yeah.
something else. And the show was huge. It was outstanding.
It's huge for us to be a part of that. You know?
Hell yeah,
It
that's
felt like a great thing to be a part of.
legendary right there.
We So another one is Tech Nine. You know, we grew up with Tech for a long time. You know, we've been listening to him for years.
And that's part of being an influence. Tech was a big influence too. You hear Tech's music, and it's just
And be able to shake his
straight
hand,
influence.
meet him, and be able to, tell him like, hey, you inspired us, and and we're not the type of people that go to these artists we see and we're like, dick riders. We're not like, oh my god, it's we tell them we're like,
y'all don't come off like that.
yeah, we're not the type of
We've
people
never
that jump on
handed an artist
people.
our album personally. You know what I'm saying? We've never walked to an artist and be like, hey man, take my album, listen to us. That's not what it is.
Yeah,
That's not what
I don't like doing that. I'd rather just talk to them.
I feel you.
I want to know you as a human being. You know what I'm saying? On that level, that's what I want to see. I don't want
Yeah.
We'll get to music. Like,
That's a fact.
That's,
If they hear us, then they hear us. That's how we look at it. And we've had plenty of people like from Tech's crew and from other crews that have said to it, like managers, tour managers, assistants that have said, you guys killed it, and we're like, spread the word,
That's a fact, right?
hook us up.
I see y'all recently dropped Villains. That joint is.
Yeah, you like that?
I like that.
Yeah.
That joint is fire.
I actually really like that a lot too. We worked on that for a while, and that we put that out and it did numbers like right away. We were surprised. Yeah, it got like 4,000 streams within a month, and we were like, yeah, that's big for us.
We were shocked by it, you know what I'm saying?
That's fire.
That's pretty good.
So, my question is, because if you watch just looking at the Facebook stats, I know your shows are crazy. Your videos are crazy. Like, what is your favorite? Like, is making the music, or is it making the visuals, or is it performing the music?
I gotta say performing. I think the performing is the best. It's
every bit of the way, man. I love live shows.
Yeah, the process is great. I love going to the studio. Like, we have a great time at the studio, and we're perfectionists. Like, we'll go in, we'll record a couple of tracks, and we'll sit on it for like 2-3 months and be like, all right, we got to go back and redo this. We got to do it better. It's got to be perfect, But that's fun. That's part of the
process.
Yeah, process. Yeah. So the writing is probably the toughest part because we live so far away from each other that we don't get to write often. But
So that's one of our things too. We write together most of the time.
Yeah.
I was going to go there. I was going to ask. So, what's the recording process like? Because we always want to tap in when we have a rapper or an artist on. We want to tap in to how they record their music. So, okay, you saying you guys live far apart. Do you always record together, or is it ever situations where you have to record separately and put that music together?
It's kind of half and half. A lot of times, I'll get us some studio time and we'll go in together after we write together. We'll work on like the base of the album. Like a couple main tracks. Like we did My Dark Web, Villains, Queen City Rippers. Those are the first 3 tracks on our new album, and we worked on those together and went and recorded them together. But I've gone in and done more stuff that I've sent to him, and I said, look, I got this going on. What do you want to put on it? And then, but I'm never like, here, you're doing 4 bars, you're doing 8 bars. I'm like, what do you want to do?
I mess around. I call him Mozart, right? Because it's not that I can't write. I'll do my own stuff, but he'll send me something and then I'll just trash what I have because I heard what he's got now and I want to do something different. You know what I'm saying? So when he's really the mastermind. When he hears a beat, I want to hear what he's got to it. You know what I'm saying? Once I hear what he has, I know what I want because it's just we work like that together. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And then we got the time we'll actually write. We'll write the whole verse together. You know what I'm saying? Or work on his or work on mine together.
It's our system that works for us, really.
Right,
you know what I mean?
right.
It's all about the system, baby.
Yeah, if it works for
Facts.
us, we're not going to do it any other way. So we like it,
That's fact. Now, how y'all go about like your beat selections? Like what producers like you fuck with that just give you the shit that know because you guys have a sound.
Yeah. We got to stick to that sound. Yeah.
That's a fact.
We for the longest time we were really working with Showdown. He has his own site. It's called Rocket Pro, and we've out of we got like 60 songs I think at least. He's done probably like 40 of them. So I always go check out his stuff, and then just pick and choose kind of what I want. But lately I've been on this new producer. His name's Nico on the beat, and he did Villains. So that's why Villains sounds kind of different from the other stuff because it's him. It's a different producer, but
we like that too.
Yeah, and his beats are slapping, and he has a good mix of like putting some good trap, harder style to it that kind of matches us,
Yeah.
Because we got to make our music intense, So he's got more intense beats, and I like Showdown for the calmer beats, you know, like My Dark Web. I heard that and I was like, I got to tell a story on this because it's slower, it's got that vibe, you know. So.
Speaking of My Dark Web, man, to be continued.
Yeah.
I need more.
It's it is. I the only follow up I have to that right now is this track I just started working on. It's about sleep paralysis.
Ooh.
You know, if you ever experienced that, it's not pretty. It's not fun.
I've fallen into YouTube wormholes on sleep paralysis.
Yeah.
Shit, like.
As someone who I've experienced it 2 times, and both times it was like you feel like your mind's attacking you. You know, it's real intense. So it's like I figured I'm gonna make a story out of that. That sounds terrible, you know, and that kind of goes in the same category as My Dark Web of like a dark horror story.
Facts.
You know what I mean? So. But I really liked My Dark Web a lot too, so that's why I want to do more of that too.
I like the storytelling that's dope as hell. You could storytell, where you could rap and you can tell a compelling story. Man, it's different.
And I don't want to do just like driving down the street in my 6'4", you know. I want to do something horror. So I got My Dark Web is a good start for there, you know, and the sleep paralysis is another good way to take it. So.
Oh man, I can't wait for that.
Yeah. We got our new album that we're working on now is probably our biggest project to date. We've got a lot of good features on it. We got the guys from Twisted, and they're the guys that were on the same label as Insane Clown Posse for years.
Gotcha.
You know,
that's dope. That's
and I went on tour with them last year, so we got them on our new album, as well as some other features. But like out of the 10 tracks we have so far. My Dark Web's the only one that doesn't sound like the rest. You know, Villains is kind of the vibe, and Queen City Rippers is the vibe of that new album.
Oh yeah, I heard Queen City Rippers too. That shit is hard.
Yeah, that's the start of the album. You know what I mean? Yeah. So it sets the bar, but that's how the whole album is. It's just they're all bangers. We recorded probably 20 tracks so far, and we took out 10 of them because they all got to be good. You know? It's got to be perfect.
You don't want album fillers. Like,
no.
Yeah, hell yeah.
Not for this one.
When is it coming out?
We've been working on it since 2017. So I mean, but that
important.
That just shows
it's
we
important.
Want to perfect it.
You know, it's not easy to make album.
No.
It's not easy to make album, and that's the thing that a lot of people got twisted. Like sometimes it takes. I mean, just think about it. We haven't had a Kendrick album like 2 years.
Yeah.
She didn't go deep. This shit, the Chronic, like that shit is real. Like,
we're not the type of guys that want to just put out filler constantly. You know, the thing is that I tell a lot of people like consistency is a key when you're an artist. You really want to keep letting people know you're still there and you're still dropping music and you're still rapping and playing shows, and that's the one thing we do really lack is the consistency because we have that distance and we're both family guys with full-time jobs. It's, you know, we can't dedicate that much time or money, so the consistency isn't there, but the effort is there. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So we're making sure this album's going to be perfect.
Everything that I've heard, I can dead ass tell you, like, man, I haven't heard anything whack. You boys are nice. Like,
appreciate it.
You got it. Like, that's why we have you on because we really enjoy your work, and we've been wanting to have this talk for
over a year.
A year.
Yeah,
like we talk. Like I'm talking day one back at the house. Like we've been.
Yeah.
We gotta have Blood Brothers on, man. Them dudes got it. Me and James and Jew. Like
we appreciate you guys even think of us because
definitely.
You gotta understand too. Like for us in the scene, we've been in the scene for 10 years at least now, and there's so many cats that we know that just don't want to mess with us. And it's either, I swear to God, not to sound vain, it's either out of jealousy or it's just like they just don't vibe with what we do. You know what I mean?
Right.
They're just like, either it's like, oh, they're too horror, or they do too much rock and screaming, or they do too much rap. We played rock shows with bands, and they hear us, and they're just like, they don't want to hear us because we're rapping.
Yeah.
You know, but then they hear him, and they're like, oh, that's good. But then they hear me, and they're like, you know. And same thing. We played a Wu-Tang show with You God when he came here, and he actually didn't come through because his flight got canceled, but we still played the show.
Yeah.
And a lot of the people that came to see that show, they heard us, and they didn't like him. You know what I mean? So it's super sketchy, you know, and that's...
Well, what is it? Different strokes for different folks.
Yeah, exactly. So it's hard for us to really fit in. You know, we got to kind of do our own thing.
And see, that's what me. See, my taste in music is diverse as fuck. Like, I like what I like, and like I said, part of the reason, like I said, we've been talking about this over here because I really like your music. Drew really fuck with your music, like
I said,
we've had talks about it,
from
like
back in the day.
Yeah.
I still got CDs at my mom's house.
That's crazy, man. That just shows, we've been
On
that's
the
real
spinner.
shit.
Yeah, that's how serious we've been about it since day one. It's, like I said, we've seen a lot of cats that come. They go to their mom's basement to record something because they think they want everybody's a rapper now. It's overfilled. It's overfilled. So we got to stand out and be serious. So to be serious, you got to do it for a long time and go hard and make sacrifices. And that's what we've been doing.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's been working, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I definitely appreciate you coming on through with us, man, having this talk.
Pleasure to be here, man.
Pleasure to be here.
Hell yeah, hell yeah.
Nice catching up.
Anything? Oh, hey, man. Yeah, back, man, Violators, this is Central alum, I'm telling you, man.
Yeah.
Like, since what, like 7th, 8th grade?
I mean, I really.
Something like that,
It's
yeah.
been a while since I've been excited to do something. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I'm like, oh man, I haven't seen these guys in so long. Like, it's gonna be great.
Oh, yeah, we had to
It's
do
better
it.
than a high school reunion. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, for me, man, that's just.
So, all right. So before we get out of here, what's that date?
March 28th. It's at Stamps the Bar. It's All I Round. It's our boys from All I Round. Their CD release show, and we're gonna be on there with them. And we got some more shows working. I try to get us booked up throughout the year.
Yeah, you
So
gave me a bunch of possible dates today.
yeah, we just locked in like 4 more dates that are like, well, they're not fully locked in, but they're conversed. So we're working on it.
Well, we ain't got to plug those dates until it's ironed out.
It's
but
ready, yeah.
When you do, man, let us know, because we definitely gonna come through.
Oh yeah,
Cool, man.
you guys would enjoy it. You
Oh,
would.
well.
You definitely
It's
would.
always a good time, man. It's never.
Especially when it's a good crowd too. It's it makes it even better.
It'd be dope because we come through, meet you and James, we do some live shit, like,
Yeah.
hey, record
We're
some
down-
shit.
we're
Yeah,
down for
hell
everything.
yeah, man.
Yeah.
Well-
so if they want to get in contact, what's the best contact?
Mostly always Facebook, and hit up the Blood Brothers page, and I'm usually
Like
the
it.
one doing it. Yeah, like it.
Follow it, subscribe to it, favorite it, do all that shit, man. These boys is fire.
We tried. We gave you guys a little plug to help, kind of. You
Yeah.
know what I mean? I had to put your guys' stuff out there. It's
It's a fact,
you
man.
guys are putting us on here, so we got to give you guys a
Listen,
shout
Buffalo
out.
support Buffalo, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, we Buffalo kids.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
That's what it is.
Yeah.
Yeah,
No doubt.
That's
it
a
is.
fact. Hey, yo, Violators, man. It's your boy Jay Super Saiyan Jaffe.
Cool guy, JD.
It's Cody, Blood Brothers.
And I'm Joe from Blood Brothers.
We the Violators. We got the Blood Brothers on. We out.